6 months after 2 people were brutally murdered at Bamboon Farm in Mpumalanga, bereaved, another 2 were shot dead last week, allegedly by the same suspects.
Semdubule kayi3 umdubula la ngemuva waphindwa amdubula futhi khona la ngemuva eyokugcina amdubula la ekhanda aseyobuwa phansi mafasa so usamfasa ngentambo kephamshaya ngasestishe ekhanda khasi
akaqali lo akaqali into yakhe yenzayo yasicoshela ukuthi unezimvu uzavele njadisa angeke azaboshwa.
The Driefontein farming area in Mpumalanga's bereaved is once again a crime scene. Last week Friday began as a pleasant start to the weekend until a man on Bamboonkral farm was heard screaming.
Besicela ukuthatha umuntu ngaphakathi abamshayile bala singene. Masibala singene base badula umfoko kaCobo lomfana wakaCobo. Udutshulwe ngothatha. Uyena umdubulile. Uma memdubula awa abuza lo nomunye badubula lo nomunye oseceleni. Wadutshulwa ngomunye umlungu abathi unaro. Ila khona wasiyamemeza omunye uporhitero wathi abadubula uEric. Mase ngiyabaleka.
Zakhele Coka is collecting the blood of his 2 brothers who were shot at multiple times.
Ngithema ngifika lana ngikhuphuka ngiza lana mase sengizofika la kwaqhuma izibhamu. Ngaqhubeka ngangena lapha ngithi ngiyokhuza ukuthi ke kahleni ukudubula kuzozwakala ukuthi ke kwenzeke njani. Kuthema kusuka lapho mase sekulona sebedubula laba ngase sengijikela ngale. Mangijikela ngapha lo omunye wakhiphile khunjana isibhamu lo nomunye umuntu lo limele lapha phezulu ekhanda ngapha ka lokhunjana ka left net ukuthi angimazi igama lakhe ukuthi ngiba wakhipha isibhamu sijikjela phansi unele kusijikjela phansi wase lo othathu lo yana wase esedubula lona umgcini wamdubula ngambuza ukuthi ke lo muntu umdubulelani phela ngoba akaphethe isibhamu wathi ke nasi isibhamu phansi ngathi mina walesibhamu akusinge sakhe sijikjelwe nginangiphansi ke wathi ke angesakhe lesibhamu wase seyaqhamuka ke lo khunjana lo mnikazi waso lesibhamu wase eseyasithatha semdubulile lona semdubule kayi3 umdubula la ngemuva waphindwa amdubula futhi khona la ngemuva eyokugcina amdubula la ekhanda aseyobuwa phansi wafika lo mnikazi wase wasithatha wathi mayesithatha kwaqhamuka labanye bamkhuza bathi akasusithatha lelo khunda lesibhamu sesithathile sesifake la wasithatha sibeka phansi waphinde wathi yalo befuna ukusithatha balokho bamthatha bamsusa bamkhelisa bamshonisa leni sesilayelo khona sesilaphansi kwase kuthiwa mina ngisuke lana ngifunani lana ngabatshela mina ngathi ke njengoba sanibabulele laba nami ngibulaleni ngoba ngidubula abantu abangaphethe izibhamu makufika amaphoyisa bengisase khona lana ngizange ngaze ngaqhela base kufika lekhehla lomlungu elinenwele ezimhlophe egqoka isikhindi esihlaza baya lapha bakhuluma lapha ngoba besebeme lapha yala babanikeza izibhamu lo bamnikeza wayigoqa ngento lo lezibhamu wahamba nazo woshona le bekunemoto beyimile lapha yala zafika zasala la zangathi zashiwa lapha elone kule moto lapha lona wase esebuya esephethe ilokhunjana ibulletproof okushuthi enzela ukuthi ke mina bengilandena into naye wafika ishiya lapha elone emotweni lapha wajika wabuya wathi kuthe esikhashanyana sase sesibona ilona enye imoto isikhuphuka isihamba iyoshona le lena beyisasele lana la ngathi bafike bayifaka khona waloko ekhehla khuphuka ofike kwangena kule moto le yakhe bese seyigoqile.
Later, we tracked down an assault victim. We found him in bereaved. He says that he and some laborers who were frustrated at being overlooked for employment decided to enter the farm to demand jobs.
No. Susabantu bakhe laphayana. Sasifuna ukukhuluma naye umsebenzi. Yena la abuze lutho. Nothi akhulume nathi nithini, basusela abantu emsebenzini, azange abuze. Fuka ngwaba ngidlula bangishaya phansi. Babaleka labanye ngasala ngedwa. Uzenzele, ungishaya spray lamehlweni. Ekugcineni wangishaya ngephini ngiphendwe wepiki ngishaya la khaya uzenzele
bangakakufazi
bese ngivasile vele
bacale
bese ngibaleka vele mina bese ngibaleka nje vele bese ngibaleka bese bangivasa bakhala bese wangishaya nje bese bangivasile nje umpotiteri uyogqiba phezu kwami kanjena umkhulu kancane namakhaleni la phezulu bese naplana ngahle ngilenze.
He says initially 2 farmers and an employee captured and attacked him, but later more people joined in.
Uzenzele nalabelungu bonke nje bagcina nabavalile kwabonke la yona uthanda asifuku ubona njani yabona njani hey uyipotitela uqala ungishaya oy wasala kusilandela ukufuna ifalavini fakhatha ngebhuda phana bangingeza emsebenzini phana lonke unyaka phana bathi awuyangibulala athi vele yifa vele bangibulala vele kahle kodwa kufika abantu abaningi vele bengifile nje straight akufasela emuva bese ngisakwazi nginyathela emhlweni ngisakwazi ukukopa sengibathe ngizokwenza njani mase ngikilo ngayo.
A few moments after speaking to us, Nhlanhla Hlatshwayo must be readmitted to hospital for more tests.
Again, mphathe kaqedile hayi ngena sami. Ubenza mina? Vala sami.
Okay, ungavala futhi I think so thintana ucingo la. Ngiyabonga. Last week Friday, 2 brothers, Mgcina and Zenzele Coka, lost their lives. They were among a group of people who allegedly wanted to stop the assault of the victim, which took place in Bamboonkral farm, owned by the Greylands. The victim says he went into the farm to insist that he be hired over the workers already there.
Mina ngikade ngibona bamdubulile adeleleni. Ngibona exactly benga hayi ukuthi ngisekudindeni la.
Udutshulwa ubani?
Uthathu. Umuntu wangami uthi uthathu. Bamdubula la ngemuva wawa phansi umelele phansi wamdubula la ekhaya. Ngathi ngithi ngisema ngisabuka iqhamuka uKoki la. Wathi yangidubula ngime sengimela. Wathi yangidubula ngabaleka ngathi wathi yangidubula wangigeja ngaphuma lapho ngikela lapha ngabala waqhamuka ukuthi yangidubula ngehla njalo ngathi ngiqhamuka ngapha.
The witnesses say they saw the shooters, but we cannot name them until they have pleaded in court. 2 of them are implicated for the second time in 6 months in relation with alleged murders that include the killings on the same farm in August 2020. In February, we brought you a 2-part series on the murder of Sifiso Twala and Musa Nene and the lucky escape of this witness who at the time was in hiding, fearing for his life.
Babesenza nokunye babesithela bona kwabesithela ezinye izinto emakhaleni ezenza ukuthi ungakhona ukuphefumula. Angazi nje ukuthi chemical bani ngaphandle kwama even ama-pepper spray lo babespray ngisho emehlweni uzinhliziyo ishaya kancane manje nje vele even sengilapha emotweni vele nje umuntu kwase nje kunenhliziyo yabo shaye kancane nje ngangathi nje kahle kahle sekho nje.
On the night of the 9th of August last year, the 3 were allegedly assaulted by 2 farmers and 2 of their alleged employees on this public road. They were allegedly framed for stealing sheep. Both farmers are implicated in the death of another 2 people and the assault of 1 more this month. At the time, Nkosi Twala, the brother of one of the siblings who was murdered and another who is still in hiding, bemoaned the lack of justice when it came to farmers and their alleged crimes against the community.
Akwasimangaza kakhulu ukuthi amaphoyisa ahluleka ukubopha ngesikhathi umuntu osindile kulento esho ukuthi naba abantu abashayela azange abophe umuntu ekugcineni azolethelwa abantu umlungu bakholwa lokho bona ukuthi kithi nakubonakala njenge arrangement yayenziwe kwathathwa abantu okungebona ngezivumelwano sokuthi bazolala usuku olulodwa ngoba phela azange bavele ngisho ukuvela enkantolo.
At the time, police blamed the delays in investigation on the slow progress of the case. To date, the alleged suspects in the Twala and Nene case are yet to be arrested. 8 months after the alleged crime, and the sole witness remains in hiding, losing hope of ever finding justice. The police denied that the law applies differently to farmers than it does to the community.
They were not brought to the police station by another suspect, but they were brought to the police station by the attorney who's representing them. So we have got those statements that are saying we are the suspects on this matter. So we have arrested them and we have taken them to court.
We again approached the provincial police regarding the progress of the 2020 case.
Cornelius Greyling and Werner Potgieter, as well as other 2 suspects, are now standing accused for the allegations leveled against them in relation to the death of the Coka brothers. Well, when we speak about the Twala and Nene family matters that took place last year in August, that case is before the senior public prosecutor to peruse the docket, and we are told that it is going to be forwarded to the director of public prosecution for further handling.
Bezwayibhandisha lenkosikazi ngesakho isandla esinamandla vele ekhaya ezulwini sisicela kuwe uNkulunkulu onamandla baba bese kuba nguwe ungenelelayo ngaphakathi kwalezo ngane.
At the home of the 2 recently deceased brothers, their mother is at a loss as to why they were killed.
Sebashonile bonke banenga. Abafana usebe babili. Yibo labafile ke namuhla. Mina bafike bangitshena nje labantwana ababuya leni ukuthi sebedutshuliwe, sebethathiwe basuke emoshali. Phela nje abangitshena. Akukho okunye nami ngamangala. Sebadutshuliwe. Lo nomunye nje obusebenza kamlungu bathi wehle naye. Wafuka wadutshulwa nguye wathi uFokondonela. Asazi kwenze njani. Thina sazi ukuthi umuntu naye enecala uyaboshwa. Mayebile uyaboshwa. Lokumdubula chaza ukuthi umbulala. Kanti umthetho wakhandelwana. Ngoba umthetho ukhandele lona uthi mawonile bakubophe. Lona bakubophe yakubulala. Awu mina ngicela ukubona ngalo mlungu. Lo mlungu uyafika kodwa. So wenza igeme enkulu la. Awu mina ngikwazi lokho. Awu angazi. Angazi ukuthi ngizothini. Akaqali lo mlungu. Lo akaqali. Into yakhe yenzayo. Uyasichoshela ukuthi unezimvu yena. Uzavele nje adisa. Angeke azaboshwa. Akaboshwa ngani yena?
Being in poor health, she says she relied on one of her deceased sons for support.
Umgcini. Alo ngifunela amaphilisi. Mina lo ngibona inflammation yandile. Ngithi awu ngoba silayikha ngabe kwenze njani. Kanti sobabulawa la station. Lawo maphilisi asangathola. Vele ukuthi nakungisukile ngiwe Ngichashe imoto ngiyophaphama eklinikhi. Akungibulele lo mlungu akho. Ngizawugijimisa ngibani udokotela. Ngoba lo mntwana wehlele mina kuzabela angigijimisa kudokotela. Ngaba ngcono. Hayi kakhulu. Awu. Phose yathina ungibulele.
The deceased leave behind 3 children who no longer have someone to take care of them. She doesn't know where she will get the funds to bury her sons.
Ingane phela isele zodwa. Angazi ngizayifundisa ngani. Angazi ngizayiphani. Ngoba nami ngifa. Hayi le ndawo engenhla siyibonele ukuthi iyabulala. Umlungu. Mina ngicela nje angcwabele. Abangcwaba akukho engakusho. Sebefile ngicela nje abangcwabe enza konke okufanele. Akukho engizokusho.
It's 8 days since the 2 Coka brothers were killed. Today, their mother and their community gather to bid them farewell. The mourners are bereaved. Their children are still too young to understand the gravity of what just happened and the impact it will have on their lives.
The situation is too bad. It's too bad because farm workers now, they are not reporting to work because they are scared. And even the Department of the Social Service, they didn't do their counseling, so maybe to give them that they must be cool. And even the farm owners is not around in the farm. Everything is standstill.
At this week's court appearance of the 4 suspects, tensions amongst farm workers and the farm-owning community were palpable. While farm owners believe that the suspects should not have been arrested and demand their release, the workers insist that they should be locked up and be denied bail. In the previous 2 episodes of this series, we also highlighted allegations of labor rights abuses and alleged cattle poisoning.
Ngiyacela ukuthi lenkomo zami lo mnumzana akangivugisele inkomo zami ngoba inkomo zami zibulawa nguye. Bathana bamtshela bathi lo mqhazo msezawudla onalo umuthi wale kwakhe ekhaya wavuma. Kodwa manje namhla uyaphika ukuthi hayi akuzange lakwenze lo. Sengimsebenzele izinto eziningi 57 years tot manje nathi yena angiphule inkomo ngithi akangimela ngifuna akavume. Uthi kusuka lapho asawuphinda anginike imali.
Bathathwa bayiswa kwenye indawo bathi kaBibi. Bayothotharishwa khona bayoshaywa. And ima efika le ubaba asethotharishwa wafike wathi hayi lona senimshaye ngephutha. Lona uzongibophisa nongibophisa ezwa angithi usazi isimo sababa sokuthi vele akakwazi ukukhuluma ngithi akezwe. And ungamshaya kanjani umuntu ongakwazi ukukhuluma ongezwe? Umsebenzisa kanjani iplazi umuntu ongakwazi ukukhuluma ongezwe ongakwazi ngisho ukumnika umhlambo ongahanani kodwa la kule plazi leli umuntu uyanikezwa inkomo ezingango 500 thiwa ayigade zingafi zingaguli zingangeni edongweni ubaba nje bangakwazi ukukhuluma uzokuzwa kanjani ukuthi uthini.
And we featured the Tlabati family who were recovering from being assaulted, allegedly by the same farmers implicated in the other assaults.
Okungcono ukuthi bangihlawule futhi ngathi ngiyovula nenakho ngane protection order bangavuma ukuyenza la retroactive. Hey, angazi ukuthi ngenza njani, angazi ukuthi ngenzekani. Angazi. Waphela njengoba ngisho ukuthi kufuna baboshwe ngomthetho wakhona, kufanele ukuthi umthetho udlala indima yawo. Nangabe kungenzeki lokho njengoba abelungu vele isikhathi esiningi ababoshwa abelungu. Umlungu ngathi uboshiwe aphume kusasa lokusayo.
Many months after these incidents, the police are yet to make arrests.
Regarding the case involving the Ntlabati family, a case of assault,
That one, because there are allegations that some of us police were involved. It was then handed over to IPIT for investigation purposes.
In the recent murder case, when the 4 suspects were arrested, the community complained that people known for repeated offences were not arrested. We understand now that 2 of them have since been apprehended. We approached Team Titoy attorneys, who confirmed they represent some of the suspects, to offer them their right to respond to the allegations. They are yet to respond. The real source of tension in this community is unclear. However, while its members claim they are disgruntled and desperate because their land was taken away, on the opposite side, farmers say they have the right to defend themselves, attributing some of the attacks to criminality on the farms. AfriForum says it's yet to understand the reason behind the recent murders and is making a legal determination about whether to get involved.
It's very difficult for me to answer that question, and it will be difficult for any person to answer that question who was not directly in contact with the accused person to hear the story from their side. As you're well aware, there's various versions outside of what exactly transpired on that day. Well, we recently launched a campaign, Safeguard the Farm campaign, where we would like to help farmers on farms who defended themselves within the framework of the law. And we obviously want to have the real version so we can see whether we're going to get involved or not. So what we did from our side for today, we appointed an attorney to be in court to hear what exactly is happening and to give us the feedback. And then we will have people from our local structures outside of Fort as well to also give us feedback of what exactly is transpiring outside.
This area and many others facing similar challenges are ticking time bombs. While authorities are taking a long time to address the issues on the ground, the death toll continues to rise. Some people are emboldened to take the law into their own hands, leaving no end in sight to this hell on earth.